Snow! Yeah, just showing us my back garden as well. Hi. I know I probably shouldn't disturb you while you're sleeping, but I just want to say hi. You're really not in the mood, are you? So, to be perfectly honest, I know that this setup is probably a lot more than it really needs to be, but this is the setup I have at the moment, and it looks quite monstrous. And I suppose it is. I just wanted to show you guys where I make my videos and where I do my illustrations. This is my desk at the moment, and it's set up in the room that I call my studies. So this is just the room I work in. It's where I keep most, if not all, of my books and stuff. It's also my living room. So, you know, I kind of work and relax in this room, which is kind of strange. But you know what? Let's do a quick tour. It's not very tidy, but yeah, I can do a quick show, I suppose. One of my pride and joys, apart from my computer, is my record player. I collect vinyl, so I need quite a substantial record player. This isn't a top of the line one or anything, but I got that one for a very special birthday from my parents, so, you know, it's very special to me. TV, of course, everyone needs a TV for watching Netflix or gaming or whatever. I mean, I'm not a console player. I mean, the only console I have is an Xbox 360 and that's it. I don't really game, so there's just a little Blu-ray under there, Blu-ray player, and yeah, not all that interesting. Strange little ornaments that we've collected over the years. So before we get to the computer, I want to show you this table really quick. This is just an extension of the computer desk, and it used to be my painting table, so there's like, you know, paint marks all over it. Now I don't really paint in here because I don't want to get anything dirty, so this table's got a few different things from various travels, maybe, you know, presents from friends or whatever that I like to keep beside me, just, you know, as a comfort or as a motivator maybe. So, you know, we've got a little piggy bank that I got when I've been to Amsterdam twice, and I got this one the first time I went over, and this was a gift from my parents when they went to Europe. They brought me back one of these. Very good. And, you know, you go to a convention and you get given really bizarre things. My friend Silverquill made these Doom flags for BronyCon 2019. I somehow ended up with 2 of them. I don't know how. I think one of them was for my fiance, but I ended up with both. So they just live in beside various stationery pots I've got next to my desk. So let's move on to the desk. And the first thing, it's kind of dark because there's a window there, but the first thing is this cute little bird that I keep beside my table. He wobbles, he makes me happy, so that's where he lives. I like showing things like little knick-knacks that I've collected or been given. This is a baby Pegasus from Disney's Fantasia. His name is actually Peter Pegasus. I did look it up. He's just a grumpy Pegasus that stares at me while I work. Sits on top of my line-in mic box, which we'll get to later. Just want to show you a few other things. Here, another bookshelf. That photograph is me with my late sister, so she's always close. And, you know, it's just some of my books that I keep beside me. A whole bunch of art books here. It's a mess, but, you know, I like keeping them there. I've got more books in my bedroom, so, and various presents and things that I've collected over the years, presents from friends, or, you know, things I bought at conventions. So maybe I'll do another video about this, because a lot of this kind of stuff is in boxes at the moment. I just keep out the more special stuff. Okay, so getting back to the desk setup here. This is a ring light. It's just a USB ring light that I use if I'm doing a live stream and I'm on camera. There's my webcam right there. Sometimes the lighting in here can be really bad. It's a badly lit room and there's a window right there, so I'll close the blinds and I'll put this on. The cool thing about this ring light is that it has 3 different settings. You can't dim it or anything, but you can change the colour of the lighting, which is very handy. And then just an Asus keyboard, nothing fancy, it doesn't light up or anything. But it is a mechanical keyboard. I prefer them. I find them far more robust, and I like the noise they make. So there we go. And infrared mouse, nothing all that fancy. These two monitors, they're 24-inch computer monitors, and the reason why I have two is because it's purely for productivity. I find it far more easier when your workspace has two monitors, so like if you're working on multiple programs at once, say you're using Photoshop and Sony Vegas or whatever else you're using, you're editing audio or whatever, you can have your project file open on one screen and another on the other, or if you're working on an illustration and you have your reference images on the monitors in front of you, so you don't have a messy screen and you're not like clicking back and forth between programs all the time. So that's why a lot of people have two monitors. And my mic, I have a line-in mic. It is not a USB mic, it's a proper line-in mic. Nothing wrong with the USB mics, I just prefer a proper line-in because I feel you get more control over that. So this is a Focusrite Scarlett Solo Studio microphone, and I've only had maybe 3 different mics since I started YouTube, and this one is not only the best one I've had, it's also the one I've had for the longest, and I don't plan on having any other kind of microphone. I love this thing, and you know, it does the job. There are better ones out there, but this is affordable in regards to studio level audio stuff. The quality that you get from it and the control you get over it is brilliant, and as you can see, the wire goes, I know there's probably a better way to have the wires, but this is how it is at the moment, and it goes into this box so I can control the input audio, the output audio, and if I wanted to, I could put in a secondary input in there if I wanted to, say if I was playing a guitar or whatever, which is very unlikely. You do have the option of doing that. And this line-in box and the cable and the microphone, as well as this headset, came together. I can put a link in the description below to show you guys where I got this set. And I believe it is worth an investing into equipment like this. Once you know you're committed to doing this kind of stuff, it's good to invest in equipment that's going to last. Alright, so the thing that most of you will want to know the most about is this. This may look like just a third monitor. This is actually my drawing tablet. It is a UG2150 drawing tablet touchscreen monitor. And yes, you can use it as a monitor as well if you wanted to. But no, this is what I create my artwork on. I sometimes do my video edits on here too. I just wanted to show you the setup I currently have. So diving into the underbelly now. We have, right under here, is a laminator, which is sitting on top of my printer scanner. So if I'm doing any traditional stuff, I can scan that in. Of course, if I'm scanning traditional stuff, I need to protect the scanner, so there is an acetate sheet in there as well to make sure that there's no residue or dust or chalk or anything getting into the scanner itself. And it is a printer as well, but it's very rare for me to use this printer to print artwork. I do not print artwork from this printer. This is only for paperwork reasons. I actually outsource my printing to someone else who has far better equipment. The tower itself, I am going to post the specs of this tower in the description below, but I will tell you a few things about this. I have had this computer for approximately 6 years maybe. I have not upgraded any parts inside it at all. This is not a gaming PC, this is a work PC. So it doesn't really need to have all the bells and whistles that a gaming PC needs. All I use it for is video edits and illustration, and that's it. So it can do the games that I play, but it's not what this PC is built for. This is a custom built PC that was supplied by Overclockers, I believe it's called. It's done the job so far, so good. It hasn't broken down at all. It gets cleaned thoroughly a lot. One of the things, the most recent thing I got for this setup, this is going to sound really dumb, but is this. All this is, it's just a holder for my headset, right? But sometimes something as simple as this can make life so much easier. Because sometimes I'll be wearing my headset and it's not wireless or anything, but I'll be wearing my headset and then sometimes I would just dump it on there. Or what I used to do with my old stand, which I still have because I want to use it for something else. Just dropped a golf tee there. I don't know why there's a golf tee in this room, but never mind. I'm not the only person that uses this room, so there we go. I used to put the headset there. Problem with that, as you can see, it blocks the bottom left of the screen. So that's not ideal, is it? So that can be really annoying. But then having the headset just dumped on the monitor stand isn't good. And it's also not good just to dump it on an armchair either. There's a snack awaiting for me for later. So I got one of these, and you just hang it on there and it leaves the surface clear. So I'm not exactly a tidy person, but I do like to make sure that the setup is as productive as possible. If you're wondering why there's a clothes peg there, I like to, you know, play around with it. I've got a few of them lying around the place. I did have a fidget cube, but I've lost it, ironically. So yeah, I just wanted to show you my setup, and if you guys have any questions in regards to what you've seen in the video, including anything else you've seen in the room, please let me know. And you know, if you have suggestions on how to improve the setup, or you think, no, that's terrible, you should downsize, or you know, whatever, please let me know. I want to know what you guys think. Just to clarify, I did not start out with this setup when I started YouTube. I just had a second-hand laptop and the cheapest headset I could find, and I just used Windows Movie Maker. And over time, as I became, you know, I committed more to it, then I invested money into getting better equipment, basically. And this PC was actually a replacement for a PC that stopped working rather suddenly. So I was able to get this PC because of people being very generous and donating some money to me so that I could keep working. And I highly appreciate it. So, not the entire setup, but the tower itself. Everything else I was able to get for myself with hard work, but I did get some help to get the tablet, because the tablet I had at the time also broke, so yay. But you don't need to have a setup as, you know, as vast as this, but this is what I have, so it works for me. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys my setup. This is obviously an unscripted video. I'm not very good at this, but yeah, glad I showed you this. I'm Mad Munchkin. Stay creative, wash your hands, wear your mask, etc, etc. Right, bye guys.